outside tonight, you better take along a jacket or something to warm up the car. It's going to be cold.
Yeah, you want to turn up the heat tonight because
right.
frost advisory in effect. And imagine saying that on April 21st. You know, you don't really expect it this time of year, but yep, it's such is how the weather goes in Central Alabama. Usually just kind of goes from one extreme to the next this time of year. Live look at Birmingham right now. It has stayed chilly all day long today. Right now we sit at 56 degrees. That north wind is still coming in at 16 miles per hour, and that is part of the reason why temperatures have cooled down a lot since yesterday, about 20 degrees cooler in fact. And right now the only spot that's in the 60s is Tuscaloosa, sitting right at 60. The rest of us in the 50s right now. 55 in Anniston, we've got 53 up in Etowah County towards Gadsden, 53 in Cullman and Hamilton as well. And we will only get colder as the night goes on. Sun gets lower in the sky. Temperatures will just fall like a rock pretty much after sunset later tonight. Again, down 20 degrees compared to this time yesterday in Birmingham, where we topped out at 76, and we're about 40 degrees colder than that by tomorrow morning, with lows down to the mid-30s. A frost advisory is in effect. That means frost will be possible across much of the Birmingham metro and Tuscaloosa, Talladega. The farther north you go towards Cullman, Bluntsville, Gadsden, places like that, the more widespread the frost will likely be by early tomorrow morning. So if you haven't done so already, bring your plants indoors, and if you can't, keep them wrapped up with a blanket overnight tonight. High pressure beginning to build in back behind the cold front that came through this morning. The low pressure area associated with it is way off to the northeast, producing some thunderstorms across the northeastern seaboard from basically the Delmarva Peninsula earlier today anyway, all the way up to Maine and soon to be Nova Scotia, getting these storms that are impacting the northeast. Over the next 48 hours, not much happens in the weather world. It just gets cold tonight, and of course that frost developing by early tomorrow morning. And for tomorrow afternoon, we see a bit of a rebound in the temperatures. We're back up to the upper 50s by lunchtime, pretty mild late in the afternoon as many of us, especially farther south, get up into the mid and even upper 60s. Then the clouds begin to fill back in, especially Friday morning, and staying kind of cloudy most of the day Friday. That south wind will come in. That'll mean warmer temperatures back up into the mid and upper 70s. And then heading into Saturday, we'll see our next storm system pass through. A lot of widespread storms expected here. They'll mostly be for the first half of the day Saturday. We'll likely see maybe some smaller waves of thunderstorms Saturday afternoon, some of which may be on the stronger side, but I think overall most of that severe weather should stay down along the Gulf Coast, where the dew points will be the highest, where the warm front actually lifts north through the area. You see how that 15% risk does include our southern half. The southern half of our viewing area. But again, I think most of those storms should stay down to the coast. And all the storms will be clearing out of here just in time for the Geico 500 on Sunday. That green flag drops at 1 p.m. Looking at upper 60s to lower 70s. Lots of sunshine ahead for the second half of the weekend. Here's your 7-day forecast. More good news ahead for next week. It continues warming back up. So even though we have patchy frost now, before you know it, we'll be back up into the lower 80s for Monday through Wednesday of next week.